Hello everyone and welcome to this 20-minute practice session on Rumba, Plaits and Swivels. It's important to make the distinction between those two and also to find the similarities because both of them are so feminine, so beautiful experiences in the body that draw stunning pictures onto the dance floor, and it's something I feel that we all aspire to constantly improve in. These are figures that we use also in cha-cha-cha, also in jive, even paso doble too, so there's and samba as well. Therefore we are actually applying a similar concept in all of the 5 dances with a little bit of a characteristic change. The pillars though are the same. So let's begin by first warming up our body a little bit because we have a lot of oppositions to work with during this lesson. So we're going to stand shoulder width apart, and we will keep the hips forward and rotate for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from there, keep the upper body there, and now rotate the hips to the side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, if you feel that you need a little bit more of a warm-up, which I do feel today, slightly tense in my lower back, let's go opposite arm, opposite knee. Click, click, da, da. Try now to rotate further. Tick, tick, ta. Change to the other side. Click, click, click. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So let's first make the clear distinction of what is a plait and what is a swivel. So first of all, the feeling in the body is very different because one starts from the standing leg and moves away from the standing leg. So you could see that there is a brush that occurs into my feet, and my feeling is that if that is the standing leg, now I'm moving away from it, away from it, away from it. And the feeling into the floor is that you're drawing beautiful lines and patterns. Very good. So this is your plait. Yes, imagine it like the braid in the hair, the plait in the hair, that it draws beautiful half circles as it continues to move along. Swivel, on the other hand, of course, has a standing leg as well to begin with, but instead of now moving away from it, we're now actually moving towards it, into. Di, da, di, da, di, da. Let's just experience the difference between the 2 steps, back to back a few times. Now from here, let's make a tap and go into the plait. Tap, plait, 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 plait. Keep doing it. Change now to swivel, swivel. I'll turn to you. Very good. So now you know the structural difference between the plait and the swivel. What is crucial for both is the experience of opposition. So when we're dancing either or, there is a sensation that a ring in our stomach is created because upper body remains forward and lower body turns a lot. In this instance, our lower body has to be very, very liberated so it can reach further degrees of rotation. So everyone, put your arms forward and have a nice beautiful form, but feel that you're elongating, as I always encourage you, so not fixating underneath. Nice. So now if I'm standing on my right leg, I'm going to apply a rotation into the right hip so that I can change direction over to the left. Strike on it and transfer your weight. Now from here, pivot your left foot, strike over to the right. Pivot your right foot, strike over to the left. Pivot, 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 pivot. So firstly, we're connecting the sensation of pivoting in the standing foot and simultaneously with that, not rotating the torso. I'm going to show you facing you. If both of my arms are forwards, now when the pattern begins, try not to pivot and open, 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 but more so stay forward as the pivoting of the foot is occurring underneath you, Wonderful. So if you have a dance friend around you, what would be very helpful is if you ask them to place their arms on these parts of your arms, because now they will prevent you from rotating. And every time you're twisting, you're going to feel a certain resistance from them. So they will prevent you from swinging out. The same goes for your swivel. So now we're applying the same concept where a pivoting of the standing foot will happen so the change of direction can occur. But as we're doing that pivot, we're not taking the side away. We're keeping the side long and in opposition to the hip. Then we step long in opposition to the hip. Di, da, di, da, di, da, di, da. A very useful exercise is for you to use the ring of your wrist. So every time you are turning the hip, you're also turning the wrist. Try this with me. Click, and together, and together. So now you can step onto that foot. Here occurs the same thing onto the opposite side. Strike on. Opposite, opposite, opposite. Beautiful.